Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Taryn Grohm.
Andy, it's so great to see you again. Thank you so much for joining us for our one-on-one for the Celebration Marathon.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Andy, in these difficult times, how do you keep your team focused on being creative while also driving clinical value to providers, patients, and payers in the real world?
It's a great question, Taryn. At Fingerpaint, we everything we do starts with people. We're people first. Empathy is really what drives the organization. It's what Ed Mitson, our founder, kind of founded the company on. And I think everything we do, keeping our team focused, is grounded in empathy. We try to make sure that we understand what challenges that our employers are going through. And right now, our employees are going through a lot with COVID. So in order to continue to deliver that value and keep them focused, deliver the value to customers, we've made a few adjustments, critical adjustments. We are over communicating, number one. We are making sure that as you might imagine, right, we're making sure that all of our team members understand kind of the challenges in front of them, how to work with their peers, how to work with their clients, which has really been a pretty big challenge since this all started. So number one, we're understanding what they're doing, but we're over communicating what the organization is doing and how to best support them, themselves, or while they're at home, or their peers, while they're working with others and their clients. The second thing I think we're doing is we've allowed certain folks to adjust their hours and be even more flexible. So working from home allows you certain flexibility, a certain amount of flexibility, but we've allowed certain folks who might have to take care of their kids or parents or pets or have other certain challenges just from working at home. We've allowed them a certain flexibility to stay focused on the work, right? You might do better work in the evening, and I might do better in the morning, or I can take a shift where my wife is watching the kids now and then I'm watching the kids later. So we've allowed even more flexibility. So over communicating and making sure that we're allowing for adjusted hours to get the work done. And then lastly, we've put great effort on trying to keep things as normal as possible. So while we're all on Zoom calls and working from home, we've really tried to keep things as normal as possible with our all staff meetings, the teasing and the camaraderie, but even little things like we'll do the Fridays at 5 where everyone can have a drink and have a happy hour. I know a lot of folks are doing that. We've done trivia nights where we've even done the cross office battles and trivia, which has been really fun. So to try to keep it normal, virtual beer club, things like that. It's been a test, but the great question, keeping everyone focused and achieving what we're trying to achieve for ourselves, and really most importantly for our clients and the ACPs and the people they take care of, has really been a challenge, but we've been focused on it. Great question, thank you.
Those are great tips, because it doesn't look like we're getting out of this anytime soon. So wonderful.
No, it doesn't. Yeah.
So let's talk about trends in advertising, and what are you seeing? What trends are you most closely following right now?
Yeah, that's another great question. So we try to keep our finger on the pulse of a lot, right? As you might imagine, there's a lot changing all the time. One of the things we see at Fingerpaint that we see evolving and changing is the world of performance marketing. If you take yourself back 10 or 12 or 15 years ago, digital marketing became kind of the thing. And, there were clients who were using, a creative AOR and a digital AOR. And now today, digital is really traditional, right? It's a channel and it's traditional. So one of the things that we've been focused on is performance marketing, and we've got our proprietary Shift Performance offering. So performance marketing, but even more than just performance marketing, which is kind of this new push. Within that and within our offering, we've really focused a lot on machine learning. And machine learning, I think, is the trend that pharma really needs in health and life care sciences needs to really be focused on in order to improve what we're doing, right? So we've used human intelligence for a long time. We've used data to inform that human intelligence. But we're at a point now where we are starting to use, artificial intelligence and machine learning for predictive modeling, where we are far better able to now predict which doctors might have a greater propensity to start prescribing or prescribe more, or lapse in their prescribing. And so we've really tried to take advantage of that at Fingerpaint and have evolved our offering there. That's a trend I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon. I think, again, much like COVID, the machine learning trend is here, and it's here, it's here to stay. And I think the organizations that are better able to combine human intelligence with machine intelligence, I think, are going to be better set up for their future for sure.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much for your tips and for that great trend tactic. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
For more PharmaVoice 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.